Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Silent Core and welcome to a brand new series on my channel where I'm going to be showing you guys the best methods to make money in GT Online. This series is going to have no fake giveaways, no 10 minutes of waffling, just straight precise facts of how to make money with profitability per hour and also accurate calculations. Today's method is going to make you around $90,000 per hour. And the best thing about this method is you can do it completely solo, so you don't need to have friends online at the time you want to do it. And basically, the longer you leave your game running, the more money you're going to make with this. Don't forget to leave a like on this video and let me know this series is something you guys want to see more of. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next episode. So let's get right into this. Today's method is going to be using the gun running update, which was a free update in June 2017. And this is meant to be a sideline or kind of passive business that will generate money for you while you play GT Online or do other activities. So as long as you're logged into GT Online, it's going to be generating you money. So it works as a perfect AFK money making method that you can do solo. If you want to do some homework, if you want to do any kind of work, you can leave your character logged into the game and just let the money rack up. I quite often do this when I'm editing videos because that's time that I wouldn't normally be playing the game anyway, so I might as well leave my character logged into the game to generate me some money. First up, you want to buy yourself a bunker if you haven't already. Bunkers range from about 1.1 million to 2.3 million, and bear in mind, the more you spend on the initial cost of your bunker, the more hours you're going to have to put in to kind of break even on those setup costs. Epilepto has done a really nice breakdown of these costs. I'll have this linked in the description, but I'll also show this on the screen for you guys. And as you can see, the more expensive bunkers require actually double the work or man hours work to break even on the setup cost of them. So I decided to go for one of the cheaper ones, since basically you're just paying for location. So once you got your bunker set up, you want to get it upgraded with at least the equipment and staff upgrades. This will not only increase your production speed, but it also actually increases the value of your product when it comes to selling it. There is also a security upgrade you can do, however this isn't really recommended. I don't know anybody that's actually been raided, so it just seems like a bit of a pointless cost. To get both the equipment and the staff upgrade, you're looking at about 1.75 million. And just to illustrate the importance of these two business upgrades, a bunker with no upgrades will create 1 unit of stock every 10 minutes worth $5,000, whereas a fully upgraded bunker will create 1 unit of stock every 7 minutes, and that's going to be worth $7,000. As you can see, when it comes to waiting for a full bunker, it's the difference between 16 hours and 11 hours. So step number 3, when it comes to supplies, you'll either need to steal them or buy them, and the supply bar is made up of 100 units in total, and I believe each supply mission you do will grant you around 20 units, meaning you'll actually have to resupply 5 different times to fill your bar completely. Now in the long term, it is actually better to buy supplies rather than to steal them, since when you buy supplies you pay 75,000 and that will fill your supply bar with all 100 units. It will give you 100% of supplies and you can just instantly start making product. Now the reason this is recommended because all of the resupply missions you'd have to do to get that bar to 100%, you could have easily made over 75,000 in the time that it would take you to do those missions. So basically it's a time issue and you can make much more than the 75 grand that you're saving in the time that it would take you to do those resupply missions. Here's also some calculations on the supply usage. With no upgrades, it's going to use 1 unit every 60 seconds, and fully upgraded, it's going to actually give you more run for your money with the units, and 1 unit will be used up every 84 seconds. Now step number 4, this is the easy part. This is where you basically sit back and wait for your product to get 25% full. Now obviously this bar will raise up when you're doing races and stuff, but it will also raise when you're AFK, as long as you're logged into GT Online. So if you want to, watch TV, do your homework, play tiddlywinks, you just have the game running while you work, it will still generate stock for you. Here's also some calculations of this on screen, and I'll explain in a second why I recommend stopping at 25%, especially if you're a solo player. So that leaves us with step number 5, which is the final step in this money making guide, and that is to just simply sell your stock. Now when it comes to selling stock and making the cash, this is the hands-on part. Now the amount of units you're selling actually determines the amount of vehicles you'll have to deliver in that selling mission. So if you're selling between 1 to 25 units, you're only going to have to deliver 1 vehicle, whereas if you're delivering over 76 units or even 100%, you're going to have to deliver 2 to 4 vehicles. Now, as you can imagine, if you're a solo player and having to deliver 2 to 4 vehicles, you're going to have a bad time. So if you have a few friends willing to help you out, feel free to produce a full bar and sell everything at once. However, if you are playing as a solo player, it's going to be much easier for you to sell your product when it reaches around 25 units or 25% of the bar, so you can be sure you're only going to have to deliver one vehicle. If you want to be precise about it, you know when you're 25% full because the value of your stock will read 125k if it has no upgrades, or it will say 175k if you have purchased the equipment and the staff upgrades. The reason for that is because if you have those upgrades, your stock is valued higher. Now, unlike with the CEO cargo businesses, there's no advantage to actually waiting until you have 100% stock. Selling at 25%, it's not giving you any reduction in actually your stock's value. So basically selling 4 25% stocks is going to be the exact same value as selling 100% stock. Another factor you need to take into consideration is where you actually sell the product. There are two different options for this. If you sell outside of Blaine County, you'll actually make a lot more money than if you sell it local, so I'd always recommend doing this. I mean, you'd want the most profit possible for your stock, right? Now, just to throw in an extra bonus tip in this money making method, you'll actually be charged daily staff fees every day that passes in the game that you're producing product here. I believe it's around 9,000 a day, so this can actually rack up to quite a bit of money if you're running this long term. However, there is quite a fancy little trick to avoid this. What you can do is, after buying your supplies, just unregister yourself as a CEO, and that way you can still AFK, it will still produce product while you're unregistered as a CEO, but you won't have to pay for your staff. The reason this happens is because the bunker only seems to charge you those daily staff fees while you're actually a CEO or an MC president. So unless you're actually doing a CEO activity or an MC activity that requires you to be a CEO, there's no reason to remain a CEO while you're AFKing, and there's no reason to pay out more in charges than you actually have to. I believe you'll still have to pay for the mechanic and your rent on properties and stuff, but the actual bunker staff will only be taken out of your account if you are actually a CEO. So just at the end of this video, I also wanted to share my kind of maths for working out the cash gain per hour for this method if you guys are interested. So it's going to take you 175 minutes or under 3 hours to get the 25% stock. So as you can see, that's quite a few hours that you get to AFK before you have to do any work and actually have to sell it. And when it comes to selling that stock, assuming you've bought the upgrades, it's going to sell for 175k in Blaine County or 262.5k in Los Santos area. And of course, I'd always recommend selling it in Los Santos so you can get the most bang for your buck, as to say. So this method actually works out to be $90,000 per hour, and for an AFK money making method, that's pretty reasonable to be making that much. And obviously you can combine it with other money making methods if you don't want to AFK and make a load more money per hour. So it's kind of always worth having some supplies in your bunker to have it generate money, and when you're playing the game, and even when you want to AFK or go and do something else, you can leave your game running. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and this will help you make some good money in GT Online. I will have a few of my sources linked in the description with their amazing calculations to help me work out this method. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, it really helps out my channel and lets me know that you guys want to see more videos like this one, and also subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Sick, I'm in Los Santos, dodging missiles, dodging bullets, coming at me now, tell me to pull it. I'm a G, DOA, silent core in GTA.